Some of the soldiers assigned to Abu Ghraib prison admit they also have a funny feeling when they first arrive. No one seems quite sure what to call the abuse by Americans here in 2003. The torture, the humiliation. Abu Ghraib has 3,060 prisoners at the moment. Right away, we are told they are treated according to the Geneva Conventions. There is no torture here, they say. The system has been fixed. The oversight is appropriate now, they say.
We have had some...
U.S. officers seem slightly defensive at first, as if a reporter wants only to meet the ghosts. The ghosts are unavoidable, of course. We are not permitted to show the prisoners' faces. We may not question them directly. But while we are in the company of Colonel James Brown, the commander of the Military Police Brigade, former professor of languages at West Point, his apparent interest in their welfare allows us in.
I will go check that immediately.
There are 5 different levels of detention here. The toughest cases are in level 5. We see only level 1. The common denominator in level 1 is good behavior. When we walk past, many detainees work hard to attract our attention.
How long have you been here?
Please, I don't speak English very well.
Short Nakamura, get that number 2.
Visitors to Abu Ghraib often have a common first impression. Some of these guys must be innocent, right? Yes, and some of them want to kill us. The colonel agrees. It makes for ambiguous tension. At one point, a fight breaks out among the prisoners. For a moment, the MPs wish we were somewhere else. The MPs tell us the fighting is rare, though there is certainly tension in a population that has everything from common criminals to Islamic extremists. One prisoner is quite seriously hurt.
X-ray.
Within a few minutes, the injured men end up in a first-class field hospital here. Last November, these American doctors and nurses treated Marines from the nearby Battle of Fallujah. Today, a prisoner is simply another patient. He will get the best of what America has to offer.
Any theater-level detainee help were the main focus?
Soldier after soldier here told us that part of their mission at Abu Ghraib was to restore America's honor if they could. This young man from Saudi Arabia drove a car bomb to kill Americans. His handlers blew it up by remote control while he was still in it. Americans have saved his life. This is also Abu Ghraib.
How are you? How's everything?
Thank you.
There's a little schoolroom here, very primitive. The young Iraqi prisoner who helps to teach had been at Baghdad University. Why was he here, we wondered, prisoner 159052. He seemed so gentle. According to his file, he was picked up with a pistol, a satellite phone, and the ingredients to make a bomb.
Well, I'll look in your case and see what the status is.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Thanks for teaching.
Every case in Abu Ghraib is reviewed every 6 months. Every 6 months, some of the prisoners are released. Others go into the Iraqi judicial system for trial. A human rights report this week says that prisoners in the Iraqi system have been routinely mistreated by Iraqis and even tortured. It also says Americans are looking the other way. So what is the bottom line at Abu Ghraib? There isn't one necessarily. When Saddam Hussein was in power, thousands of innocent people came here and didn't leave alive. For Americans, the stain is still there. Major John Hussey from New York City says that working at Abu Ghraib has been surreal.
When I speak to my soldiers, I always tell them that you can't disgrace this uniform. The veterans of yesteryear are looking at you. Veterans of World War II, Korea, Vietnam, and what you do in this uniform means a lot to them. And that we can't have another scandal. And if they do, it's really going to be such a black image. And I keep emphasizing that. Each day I'm down in the camp talking to young American soldiers, that if we do this right, maybe my young son and their young children won't have to come back here. And that's very important.